I remember when I was growing up and there was no social media, the media was really controlled by a handful of media conglomerates. The general consensus that I heard was that, oh, look, the Palestinians and Hamas and stuff, they're a bunch of terrorists and things like that. And it's interesting to note that as time has gone by, as social media has become a more important part of our lives, when you've got live feeds from the ground, the tide has turned so much so that, I have blue-eyed, blonde-haired, white people messaging me, telling me how much they hate Israel and how scummy they are, which, 15, 20 years ago, such a thing was unimaginable. It's interesting to see how that narrative has shifted over time. And that's basically thanks to social media and removing information reporting out from the hands of, the Murdoch press effectively.
Yeah, and you see that every time you tune into Sky News, don't you? It's like the land that time forgot.
Yes.
People are still reciting these talking points about Israel essentially being blameless, as if there's not reports filtering out of Gaza about exactly what's going on. It just seems so incongruent and sad to see people spending so much time repeating the IDF's talking points. I mean, whether you're liberal or conservative should have no bearing, basically, on what your views are on the Israel-Palestine issue, right? I mean, if you have conservative social views, you should be able to independently form a view about who's in the right and who's in the wrong in Israel and Palestine. But for some reason, for all these years before social media, as you say, we had no independent information filtering through in the information space. But now that we do, it's just really weird and sad to see so many conservatives have to put up with this kind of nonsense, right?
Would you call yourself a conservative, James?
I'd say I am.